I bet. Yo. I'm about to lasso, Castro the asshole. Turn him into mincemeat, forearm and casserole. Feed it to a thick booty bad bitch. She'll fucking kill me if I try to feed a cabbage. Pussy fried catfish. I'ma hit them boys with Mandalorian hat tricks. I ain't ever had shit till I turned to rapping. But rapper to rapper, Kappa Lambda, I'm on some frat shit. Packing up packers, damage, stamina, stacking damage. Acting out like an ashes. If you move it against me, it's like molasses. Should've taken some classes. Baby, what is he rapping? If you couldn't hack it, then maybe you should trash it. I'ma serve it like a delivery package. Misery's a habit in the latest fashion. She like to pull up in the fastest. Hoopty with the black tint. We get it cracking, she releasing the dragon. Hold up, fire breathing. I am not a heathen. I am just a lion crushing everything he's seeing. Heat seeking, missile launcher with the beacon.
Yo, it's your man King Castro X coming at y'all live and direct with All Due Respect podcast. We in the motherfucking building. Ladies and gentlemen, I got my co-host.
What's good, everybody? Jules, Socks on our podcast.
True indeed, he hopped right in it. I ain't even have to say to my right because that's what we do. We stay ready. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have a very special guest. Supposed to have been on my podcast for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? Got to know my man in the comedy scene. You know what I'm saying? He's hosted. If you guys were there, I know there were 5 people in the building for this event. Shout out to y'all supporters, man. Y'all are doing great. Let's get them numbers up, though. He hosted With All Due Respect live. You know what I'm saying? That's the live podcast show we do. He's been on Talk Your Shit Comedy. He's been on many shows throughout the city. Been doing comedy for quite some time. My man's been out of the country, you know what I'm saying, which is something that I've been wanting to talk to him about since we've met. We ain't really got to talk too much about that, so we'll probably delve into that. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Preston Sly in the building. Man, what's good, baby?
What's good?
Chilling, baby, chilling. You remember that stint we had where I called you Preston Lacey for a while?
Yeah.
It was a night thing. We did it one night. I kept calling you Preston Lacey. And this is after me knowing you for a bit, knowing your last name. So I don't know why the fuck that kept happening. You know who Preston Lacey is? He's the big fat guy from Jackass.
Oh, okay. I didn't know his last name.
Yeah.
Do y'all feel like Jackass is borderline like mad homosexual at times?
Yeah.
It is. I think they definitely be getting down.
I think it's so straight that it's just what it is at that point.
So I'm all for the gay. Like, whatever y'all want to do, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. But, so I was watching it with the wife, though. Mm-hmm. And I remember how cool it was when I was young. Like, I used to want to be like Jackass, like doing all the dumb shit. You know what I mean? I used to do that
shit.
Yeah, with my friends. Did you do it?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I was too big.
It might be a white guy thing. It's probably a white guy thing. Let's hop in a shopping cart, roll down a hill into a bunch of grass for no reason. But I was watching it with the wife, man. I was hyping it up like this shit's gonna be fucking hilarious. First scene, they got their fucking dick out. They're doing weird butthole shit. And I'm just like, hey man, this ain't really the image I'm trying to get anymore. Like, let's cut this shit off. You know what I'm saying?
It's like not how I remembered.
Yeah, man. It's definitely not what I thought it was, man. I used to think that shit was cool. And then it made me think back to like all the weird shit I would do with my friends because we wanted to be Jackass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the borderline shit that we would be on. You know what I'm saying?
Me and my stepbrother were always recreating Jackass stunts. Like building ramps that led into trash cans.
See, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Roman candle wars. Those are always fun.
See, I think the goofiest shit I did was behind Warehouse Market, man, out west. Like I said, they had this big old hill and then they had this grass that had a bunch of holes in it. And we're like, we're gonna fucking go full speed, all of us in one buggy, just down into
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You live out west?
I was raised out west.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But
the more you know.
Anyways, man, what the fuck you been up to? What you been working on? Talk to us about the comedy scene. What's happening? What shows have you been on? What's going on with you?
I've been fucking with Hugo Willie a lot lately. He's been putting on some awesome shows. Just had a
shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Hugo. Just had a badass show at the Looney Bin. I think last Sunday, maybe 2 Sundays ago. Awesome crowd. Felt like I did well. Everybody did well. Of course, Cepeda came in and killed it at the end.
Of course.
Yeah.
Shout out Cepeda.
Hell yeah.
I have been seeing some of your photos over there from the Looney Bin. Just on Facebook and things like that. That's a crowd that I've always wanted to go work. Me and the wife talk about it often, but I hear you got to have a clean set there.
Well, for the open mics, I think you do, but the Hugo put on this one, so you didn't have to be.
So you didn't have to
Yeah.
worry about that.
Yeah.
Have you had to do a clean set at all?
I wouldn't.
I
I couldn't do it. Yeah.
It's just, man, like I feel like I could do a clean set, but I feel like I'm breaking brand. Like when
Yeah.
I go up there, you expect me to talk about buttholes and
Yeah.
pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10. You heard about that show Joe did? We went out to Arkansas.
Oh, yeah,
Zahava was on it. Fucking
What was the name of that town?
Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was called, but it was at a diner and she got banned.
Oh shit.
She went
Was
up
it
there
a
to-
diner?
It was at a fucking
I didn't
diner.
realize it was a
Bunch
diner.
of old like white folks. It was crazy.
See, Sherry, she told me she goes up there trying to get banned. Like, she'll say the
Yeah.
off the wall shit. I was like, oh.
Joe accomplished it, man. She killed a set like at first, you know what I'm saying, throughout the whole show because Brittany Belden was on it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Zahava, JB, like all not necessarily dirty. Brittany's dirty with it.
Dirty, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, like just the whole time, and she got those jokes where it's like, you know what I mean, I can see for an old woman like, yo, this chick, you know what I mean, shout out to Brittany. But you know what I mean, like, and then Joe went up.
Right.
After everybody's scrunching their nose, Joe went up, you know what I'm saying, they were scrunching their nose for a second. She grabbed the mic, you know what I'm saying, she's like, I just want to apologize to the owner for absolutely fucking nothing, and just went off. She already knew it was a bad deal, so she just went off.
Fuck it.
Brought a lot of attitude,
That's
man, and
so
killed the
gangster.
set. Yeah, I thought so, man. I love when she like that. But yeah, bro, she got banned. I don't know though. I think I could do clean material, but shit's boring to me. Like, what I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk about? You know what I mean?
Like people who can do clean material well, like I give them a lot of credit.
Right.
'Cause I've tried to write it. It just
I think Ethan Sandoval could do some clean material.
Yeah, he could definitely do some
Landry
clean.
Landry
Landry's done some clean. I've seen him do clean. Gary Thompson.
Gary Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Evan Hughes could do clean
Yeah,
material. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? I think Landry and Ethan are on a different level when it comes to
Ethan's
this
one
shit.
of my favorites.
Yeah.
He is.
It's just for me when it comes to like Landry, he gets up there and man, they just in their mode. They don't try. It's
Yeah.
just so easy for them to, you know what I'm saying, go into that. But they've been doing comedy for
Yeah,
fucking
Landry's,
ever.
I think Landry started when he was like a kid.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
I might be wrong, but I feel like he's mentioned that before.
Yeah, I had no idea if he
Yeah.
did. That's crazy.
He was one of the first people I ran into in the scene when I first started.
Word.
Back in 2015. Landry, Peter, and Evan. Like the first.
Peter Bedgood?
Yeah, Peter Bedgood was teaching a class at the Comedy Parlor.
Okay.
Not open anymore. It was like First and Elgin, I think. That was where I did my first set. Like I just put my name in the bucket. First week they didn't draw my name. You know, the second week they did. I had nothing. I just got on stage and started talking. Fell in love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't know what I said. People laughed, so I was like, fuck it.
So you freestyled your first set.
I did. I freestyled my
See,
first set.
I was so nervous. I had to prep. I know you've done some mics too.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You took a comedy class as
I did,
well.
yeah.
Was it at the same spot?
Yeah, it was at the Looney Bin, yeah.
Oh, you took it at the
see-
Looney Bin.
See, Looney Bin.
Was it Roy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What's that other spot called where you said you went?
The Comedy Parlor.
The Comedy Parlor.
Yeah.
See, I've heard a lot. I got to talk to Evan Hughes and Rick Shaw about the Comedy Parlor. I know they both did classes there, but you know, it was already long gone before I got to get into it. But I knew that was a good hub for stand up and whenever, you know what I'm saying, once upon a time out here
Yeah,
in Tulsa.
it was a great Sunday night mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What pushed you to get into comedy, bro?
Well, as a kid, like I enjoyed watching comedy, like Comedy Central Presents, those like short specials and stuff. And like I said, for a long period of time in my childhood, we didn't like TV wasn't a thing. Like TV was the devil. So it was like I kind of just like later in my like early teen years, I kind of caught some Comedy Central specials, and I was like, man, this is cool as fuck. I'd love
You
to
remember
do
who your
this.
first was? Who your first?
Jim Gaffigan was one of the first ones that like popped out to me. It was on one of his Comedy Central Presents. Daniel Tosh also had one that popped out to me.
That's Tosh.0, right?
Yeah. Then he had Tosh.0. I remember
Funny
when they
as
came
shit.
out. Yeah.
See, I missed the whole Tosh.0 wave. I ain't never seen him do stand up, and I've not watched his
Yeah.
show for shit. But I know a lot of people love
pretty funny.
Tosh.0.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
That's what's
That
up.
show kind of preceded. What's that show? Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
I feel like.
But I feel like, from what I have caught of Tosh.0, I feel like it's written better. Like, ridiculousness is fucking.
Freestyle.
It's good. But
Yeah, I like
it's
it.
not like a toss.
I like old boy in Chanel West Coast. Rob Dyrdek is boring.
Really? Whoa.
Yeah, he boring as fuck.
Oh, I'm watching like the whole Fantasy Factory right now. Like the TV show.
He's cool in TV, you know what I'm saying? Like with a regular TV show. Like I remember watching Rob and Big. Y'all ever catch that? Best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was dope, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I fucked with that show heavy. So R.I.P. Big. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to Big. He dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he dead as fuck right now. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to the homie. Yeah, R.I.P. to the homie, man. Yeah, I wish I could have caught the comedy parlor. So you took a class?
Yeah, I took Peter's class. Basically, we met one day. We met like one day a week. I think it was on Wednesdays for some reason. Maybe it was Sunday before the mic actually. It was like an 8-week thing. I think I showed up 6 weeks. Kind of just like whoever's. It was like an open mic for people in the class. Basically, you got to go up there, and Peter would just give you live feedback on like, you know, you say something like, well, try it this way.
While you're doing your set?
Yeah.
Was it nerve-wracking?
Oh yeah. He called you out too. I remember one guy like was telling some like Bill Cosby jokes or some shit, like just slightly different. Peter was like, "That's Bill Cosby," like from the back of the room. And
That's hilarious.
He'll call you out. Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't be up there just stealing jokes anyway, though. That's fucking goofy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Especially at a comedy class. That's crazy. I haven't encountered motherfuckers stealing jokes out here in the city, at least. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, parallel thinking's bound to happen. You know? I've said some things where I'm like, you know what? I probably shouldn't say that again. I think that was too parallel with something I've heard in the past.
I mean, everything's already been talked about. You know what I'm saying?
Simpsons did it. You know?
Yeah, it's just 100%.
That's why I don't feel like I watch comedy as much. Like when I did comedy, I don't think I watched it.
Really?
Because like psychologically, I don't want to think of something like, damn, did somebody else say that?
Yeah.
Or is that me? You feel me? So.
Right.
I honestly, like, since I started comedy, I watch less like stand up.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'm the opposite, man. I'm a student in whatever art I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Be that hip hop, be that stand up. Like I'm studying the material. I remember when I first got into comedy. Shout out Ali Shay. She's the one that gave me that push. You know what I'm saying? Got me interested in doing it. And man, that's what she says she does. She studies, constant stand up. So that's what I started doing, man. Just kind of trying to put together my own style of, you know what I mean, what I like and shit like that. But yeah.
I mean, I got some comics that I'll check clips of frequently, like Bill Burr especially. I'm always keeping up with Bill Burr shit.
Yeah, Bill Burr is probably my current favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So ballhead.
Yeah, ballhead.
Yeah. We got to go see him live, me and Joe.
He was just at
You okay?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He just were you there?
No, I didn't make it.
He made fun of us the whole time. Just basically just ragged on Oklahoma and how country redneck we are.
I would have loved that.
They loved it.
Yeah.
They died the whole time. It was slightly embarrassing because we just kept yelling "Boomer" loud as fuck. Like,
I heard about that, the Boomer chants.
I'm just, why did we do that? He didn't know what was going on. He's like, what? What are you saying? Boomer? Yeah, he had no idea what the fuck we was talking about, man. But shout out to young Bill Burr, man. He out there bald headed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Living his best life, man.
I think I caught one of his early sets on Comedy Central Presents too.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like he had a set out there early.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm curious, man. So how long have you been doing the stand up thing?
So like I thought about it, you know, as a kid, teenager, whatever, and then it didn't really come into my mind again until I was about 27, 28. I was kind of thinking about doing it. That's when I was kind of Googling open mics and shit around town, seeing what I could get into. All I really saw was like the Looney Bin and stuff, and they have a weird process. And I was like, yeah, I'll try it one day. And then my roommate at the time, Kyle, he was just like, hey man, I went to open mic this past Sunday at Parlor. He's like, you should go next week. So I went with him next week, and that's when I put my name in the bucket and didn't get drawn. And I was like, all right, I'll come back next week. And then I hit that one probably about every Sunday for the first few months, you know, try not to miss a Sunday. Of course, I was working and shit at the time.
Right.
I was broke as hell at the time.
Are you from Tulsa?
No, I grew up in Adair, Oklahoma.
Okay.
It's like 40 minutes east.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that, to be honest, yeah.
Yeah, no, I came to Tulsa after I got out of the military.
Okay.
I lived in Catoosa for a bit, Broken Arrow for a bit, then back out in Adair for a bit, and then kind of been to Tulsa.
Most def. So is your military shit when you was out the country?
Yeah, I mean, so I was in the military from 05 to 12. And then 2016, I got a contract job with the military. That's why I left Oklahoma again in 2016. And I was in Alaska doing like same shit I did in the military, but just as a civilian. I got to wear like jeans, you know.
For sure.
Yeah. best paying job I've ever had in my life.
So was this like a job when you say a contract? Bro, I be reading comic books and shit. So what you doing? Was you a hitman or did you have a contracted job?
So my
quote unquote hitman.
My job in the military I was a weapons loader for like the jets.
Okay, that's cool.
And like would maintain the weapon systems and stuff, missile launchers, bomb racks, all that shit. Most of it was maintenance. Like 10% was actually like loading munitions and stuff. But that's what I was doing up there. Was the base Alaska. It's got what's called an aggressor squadron, which basically is like a fleet of F-16, and their mission is to play the bad guys in like training environments. And they're old F-16, like old Block 30s. They're pieces of shit, but like they're F-16s on the way out, and basically they just go up there and they play like they're the MiG Russians and stuff. They have like radar stuff on them that makes them like react more like MiGs and like Chinese jets and shit like that. So
that's wild. That's wild.
I always wanted to go to the military.
See, I thought about doing military for quite some time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I never got. I fucked around, took the ASVAB. Your boy slow as fucking retarded.
Look, I got like a 60 something on the ASVAB. Like.
Nah, yeah, I thought about it, man. You enjoy your experience out there, like.
Yeah, I mean, looking back, I sometimes wonder what if I had joined the military, like gone to college or something instead. But looking back, I was 18 from small community area, didn't know much. I didn't have any goals to go to college. Like college was definitely not on my to-do list. Like didn't like school,
Really?
Wasn't even planning on joining the military. It was like February of my senior year. One day I was getting ready for school, and like brushing my teeth or whatever. My mom comes running. She's like, "You're not going to school today. You're not going to school today." I'm like, "All right, sounds good." She's like, I was like, "What are we doing?" She's like, "We're gonna go talk to the Air Force recruiter."
So your mom will put you in the military?
My mom will put me in the military.
That's crazy, man.
She knew. She was like, "This guy needs some direction."
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. Yo, that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mama would not be for that. Hey, that's a part of the reason I didn't go. When I used to tell her. So my mother, I don't know if you know, but she's a civil rights activist. So she's like real fucking anti, not necessarily our soldiers, but anti-military.
That's
you know
that's the position to be.
Yeah, she's very like, bring our boys home type shit. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she taught me. I was like, why would you go fucking, be a soldier for Trump and all this? I'm like, damn, mama, you always got some hateful ass shit. Shout out to my moms, man. But
I always tell, like, sometimes younger people will ask me about it, and I'll be like, look, if you want to join the military because you got something planned after you want to do, and you just want those benefits, by all means, put your head down for 4 years and just fucking do it. Like, you don't have to stand out. You ain't got to do shit. Just do your 4 years, get your benefits, and, run with what you want to do. Definitely a great way to step up, But, like, if that's your goal, then you gotta keep that mindset going, and you gotta just be like, all right, I'm here for this purpose.
Right.
Fuck all these awards, fuck impressing everybody. Just put your head down, do your shit, and you can get through those 4 years easy.
Definitely.
Now you got college paid for. And
right.
shit.
So after your mom put you in, what was your purpose? Did you go into it with that mindset? I'm just gonna keep my head down, or I'm gonna get the best out of this?
I didn't have any purpose. I remember, like, when she said we were going to talk to the Air Force recruiter, because she had mentioned it, like, maybe a couple months prior, and I kind of blew her off. And so we went and talked to the recruiter, and, like, the whole way there, I was just like, I ain't doing this, And then what sold me was, like, you get out of Ada, Oklahoma. That was my sell. I was like, okay.
I feel like majority of people who go to the military is small town people.
Yeah, it's just like, it's a ticket out.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, so like I said, you have brought up to me, I can't remember where it is, but you went somewhere mad unique. You know what I'm talking about?
Guam?
Yeah. Tell me about Guam.
Didn't you guys like accidentally feed your podcast to them? Like,
we
really?
did.
Yeah.
So little does the world know, but on the Facebook, with all due respect, Facebook and the Spotify podcast for the targeted audience for probably the first year we were doing it. You know what I'm saying, was targeted to Guam. So we was getting hella hits from Guam, follows and shit like that. And I ain't know why. I was like, these are some scammers. These are fucking hackers. Fuck you, Guam. And then like halfway through, man, I figured out about like how to check your analytics and how to target your audience and shit. So I checked and I was like, oh, we're fucking targeting Guam right now. Like
that's
us.
Where America's day begins.
Right. Yeah. We're forcing ourselves on Guam like America would do to another country. You know what I'm saying?
That's basically what Guam is. It's just like a little country that's like America's just.
Where the fuck is Guam even at, bro?
So like,
Is that in like Africa?
No, it's like
Asia.
Yeah, it's like
It's an Asian country.
Asians, yeah.
Imagine like you're in Hawaii and fly 8 more hours west.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Really?
like down from Japan, kind of from the Philippines, this tiny little islands like on the Marianas Trench,
Yeah.
which is like the deepest hole in the ocean, I think. And it's
near Australia then, right? Sort of.
vaguely, yeah. It's probably about a 6-hour flight, maybe. Yeah, it's just this tiny little island. I didn't even really know what it was when I found out I was going. So what had happened is that contract job I took in Alaska, they would temporarily go to like Guam, Hawaii, and stuff like to play the bad guys for other like units and stuff, like even like foreign countries and stuff. They'd go and like play the bad guys, and
What do you mean play the bad guy?
just like they go up there and dogfight.
That simulation.
Yeah,
Like
it's just-
Okay, for
yeah.
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know,
Top Gun.
Jets just take off. It's Top Gun up there. They're locking onto each other.
badass.
Yeah.
That is dope
Popping
as shit.
chat flare and shit. That was my job, just loading chat flares. Easiest job in the world.
Making bang.
Yeah,
That's
making fucking bang. Yeah, I made $180 a day per diem in Guam.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. And I would just move around, like stay in like $40 Airbnbs. So I was like collecting the other, you know.
What the Airbnb? So like money out there, was the Airbnbs nice for $40 or was it like just a little?
They weren't bad, you know. Give you a little like feel like the money out there, like it was $50 for a gram.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
like that, like 40 if you're a local probably. Like it was expensive. Like it was a highland. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
What was the culture like out there?
Island, like very
Yeah.
island culture. There was like a strip called like Tumon Bay. That's kind of like the touristy strip. It's like Hawaii for people from Asia. It's like closer than Hawaii, but kind of like I've heard it been like called a poor man's Hawaii.
Poor man's
Yeah,
Hawaii.
but it's beautiful. Humid. That's all. I just remember I got off the plane in Guam. It was a 36-hour flight. We started in Alaska, went to Chicago, flew back to Japan, and then down to Guam on a plane for like 37 hours. Just awful. And I get off. I'm ready for a shower, and I just walk outside, and I'm just like, oh,
That's
just the humidity.
disgusting. I
Yeah,
couldn't
just
do it.
disgusting humidity. And then like I got to my hotel, finally took a shower, and that first night we were like, fuck it, we're going out to a bar, you know, because like Guam's like it's 2 military bases there, actually maybe 3, 2 military bases there. It's kind of like a lot of, it's like a Navy port, so there's a lot of nightlife there for that kind of stuff.
So like a lot of partying and shit.
Yeah.
You have some wild parties?
I went to a couple parties out there. I was seeing this girl while I was there because I was only supposed to be there a month. I ended up being there for like 3 months.
Shit.
Well, what I was getting to earlier was the whole reason we went was like this jet caught on fire there, and like they had to leave it. They sent like engineer level maintenance go out there and repair some shit, and then they sent like a small team that I just happened to be put on to go get it ready to fly and bring it back to Alaska. They said, oh, you'll be there a month. We ended up being for like 3 months because shit just wasn't working.
Right.
We'd fix something, test it, find something else broke, you know, just kind of keep chasing it down. But I was a weapons guy, so I didn't really have much to do. So in that 3 months I was there, I probably worked about 12 hours.
And just get it.
That's solid.
Just getting fucking
That's
paid.
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Like, I would call in the morning, be like, hey, y'all need me? They're like, no, just stay at the hotel, don't drink till 5.
That's dope.
That's gangster.
Yeah.
That's a good life
Take
to
8.
live.
Take 8.
I bet the
till 5.
food out there was cracking. So
Oh, yeah.
There's
So
a lot of
good.
seafood. Oh, of course.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I
seafood.
probably like rice.
And then like
would have died on seafood.
Fucks with
Definitely would have died.
there was a dish I loved. It was like rice with eggs. I can't remember what it was called, but it was so good.
That shit sound lit.
Like
man.
the
That
best
shit
drug
sound lit.
food. Best drug food, yeah.
So one thing I want to ask you, man, since you do stand up and shit, bro. Obviously, I feel like we've all bombed. You know what I'm saying? We've all went through that. If you ain't bombed, I feel like you lying, man. You at least
Yeah.
light bomb, bro. Tell me your worst, you know what I'm saying, bomb you've ever had. If y'all don't know what a bombing is in stand up comedy, it's where you go up there and you basically drop the ball. You do horrible. You know what I'm saying? The crowd does not react to you. And it's just a bad time.
My first time at the Looney Bin, this was probably late 15, early 2016. You know, at the time, like, I wanted to perform at the Looney Bin, you know, it was kind of the vibe. And I finally got put on a show there, and it was my first, like, really non-bar show, actually, other than the Comedy Parlor, but it was kind of just a small venue. And I just went up there, and my mind went fucking blank. I said, like, half a sentence and, like, stumbled. Like, I think I did, like, 4 or 5 minutes of just tripping through my shit and just like walked out of the building. I was just like,
That's tough.
it was terrible. The other funny bomb I had was at the Yeti Tuesday night, writer's mic. Jimmy Damien used to put on.
See, I had no idea they did a comedy mic down there.
Well, it was like it was an all mic.
For sure.
Yeah.
I used to go down there back in the day. I'm glad you brought up the Yeti, man. Like I said, I didn't even know you were involved with the Yeti community. Like, I used to go down there for the Cypher 120. You know what I'm saying? That's where I first met Mr. Burns and shit. It was a little hip hop get together, man. They had a DJ from 105.3 doing the thing. I think it was I can't remember dude's name. But
I think I vaguely remember when that was kind of going on.
Yeah. So that's dope. Go ahead, continue though.
Oh yeah. No, anyways, I get on stage, and it was hard, like the Yeti, especially for comics, because like you'd follow a musician, a poet, or something like that, and you get up there and you got to try to like bring him into funny. And I got up there, I said like my first sentence, and nobody reacted. And like the mic's right there in front of the door out. I just turned around and left.
He said, "Fuck it, I'm going home."
It's just like I left.
That's tough, man. That's tough.
But, go ahead.
So with bombing, of course you have to construct your jokes.
Yeah.
How did you learn how to construct your jokes, and how do you do that?
So sometimes when I bomb, you know, the first question I ask is like, who was in the audience?
Right.
You know.
I think that's valid.
And if it's 5 other comics, then I don't put too much stock in that bomb. But you just kind of retry it. So you get rid of shit. I reword a lot, I feel like.
Yeah.
My comedy kind of goes this to this. It's like, I have kind of the same set. Like, you've seen my set. Like, I kind of cover the same topics. But I feel like I do it just a little differently every time.
Last time I saw you had tweaked up your shit. You
Yeah.
changed it up. You know what I'm saying?
And that's where I've been at here lately. I haven't really been adding as much as I've just been tweaking.
Right.
That's kind of where I'm at right now.
How important do you think that is, man, when it comes to your set? Writing new jokes versus, let me just polish what I already have.
I think it's what you got time for.
Yeah.
Like me, you know, most comics, we work and shit, so like sometimes it's just we want to keep what we have polished. And then most open mics, I try to leave some room for like some freestyle.
Yeah.
That's honestly how I write most of my bits.
Just off head.
Yeah, it's like I'll say something on stage, the audience will react, and I'll like make a mental note and just kind of look at that topic for a while.
See,
Well, I
that's,
feel like,
go ahead.
yeah, my bad, man.
We all love each other on this episode, but
No, man, I love comedy. You know, that's why I started doing it. It's mostly why I transitioned to podcasting. To be as funny as I believe, you know, but not people laugh. But yeah, man. Now I forgot what I was saying.
you got it, man.
Okay, yes. So I feel like that's why people would polish, because you can always stay ready. You feel me? Like, instead of trying to have like 5 different jokes, like, okay, they probably forgot this joke, so if I add this shit, then it'll be a little different. So I feel like that would be a reason why I would just polish and shit.
Keep a joke on hand.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll put a joke on the shelf. Like, I know there's something there, but I don't have it yet.
Right.
And then, and like I said, sometimes that's when the freestyle hits. Like, I'll think of that topic, and with that particular audience that night, that energy, I'm just like, wait, I can say it this way and they'll laugh.
Yeah.
So doing the freestyle shit, man. How do you like crowd work?
See, I don't feel like I'm very good at crowd work, honestly. Like, I don't like the crowd to be too involved.
So just laugh. That's your place.
Yeah.
Stay there.
I'll play with the crowd sometimes. Like we have those open mics, all comics. You know, like that one couple that's like the only non-comics. Like, oh, you know, like, you guys are the audience tonight, so I'm gonna try to make you two laugh. You know, but
I don't like, you know what I'm saying, to engage the crowd on my own, right? I mean, I do every now and then, but like, I like them to engage me first, and then I'm gonna talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna body your ass, but you know what I mean?
And my first instinct is to never like destroy a heckler. Like, I just try to politely shut them down first. Most of the time they do. You know, it's just like, oh, kind of acknowledge and move on.
Yeah,
I can dig it.
You just look like, okay. But if they keep going, then yeah.
Was
But I haven't
there-
had that issue yet.
Okay,
Really,
I was just about to ask,
yeah.
was there? I don't think I can. I don't know if I'm that calm.
I think I'm gonna just get mad.
Yeah, man, you just want to fight. Like,
Like,
we
what's
can
good, bro?
fight,
Fuck
man.
this shit. I mean, I'll beat your ass.
Right.
Just drop the mic.
I saw Mark Maron. I'm a big fan of Mark
Okay.
Maron.
Yeah,
don't know
I
if you
like
guys-
Mark.
Yeah, Mark has a real cynical comedy style, and I really enjoy that.
I do like cynic.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's what I want to be, but I often come off as just like fuck boy. I think in my comedy, you've seen my shit.
Yeah.
Would you put me as fuck boy esque? I feel like I'm fuck boy esque. Like
Maybe a little bit, but
yeah.
not like the carbon copy of a fuckboy.
Right.
Like, you're almost there, but you're funny.
But I want to be like angry white man comedy, like Bill Burr.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like Mark Maron, just like I'm mad and I don't know what's going on in the world comedy. You know
I like
what I'm
that one
saying?
dude.
Fucking George Carlin style.
I like Carlin back. Yeah.
He has that video about that ugly cat. He was like, "Mom, look at this fucking cat."
You talking about? I don't think he a comedian. You talking
really?
about? Oh boy, he in all the hood flicks, man. He
Yeah, I forgot his name.
You talk? Have you seen these videos, man? He
He was in
He
King of
just-
Staten Island.
he
with-
yells in a Boston accent a lot.
I don't think so.
Man, you know what I'm talking about, Steven?
I know the video he's talking
Yeah.
about. Like, I know that video.
I'll think.
He real big in the hip hop
I haven't
community
seen
too, man.
Staten Island, though.
Rappaport.
Michael Rappaport.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He fine. I don't
Okay.
think he does stand up. I think
Oh.
he's just an actor.
Yeah, but he'll do those rants. I've seen those rants.
Yeah.
he'll
He's
do.
done
See,
it
that's
before.
why I
I've
thought
seen
he was
stand-up
a
business.
comedian.
Yeah, he could probably be it.
Yeah.
You said you've seen him do stand up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. He should do stand up. If he don't do stand up, that's a whole market he missed
Right.
out on.
Took me a second to figure out y'all talking
Cause he liked the
Yeah, I'm sure he has done.
yeah, he liked the more hood the more hood Bill Burr to me. Like,
Okay.
The more hood.
Cause he really, like I said, he be chilling with like Nas and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's cool as fuck. I'm trying to be like Michael Rappaport when it's all said and done. You know what I mean?
Was he in My Name Is Earl? Was he in that show?
I never watched-
He was one of
Yeah.
the prisoners.
Yeah, he was in the.
He was in the Heat.
I don't know why I thought of that.
He was the
but-
brother in
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fuck with My Name Is Earl?
That was a good show.
I fuck with. I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
Jason Lee.
Yeah.
Jason Lee. Did you know that Jason Lee was a sponsor, paid as fuck skateboarder before he ever hopped in acting?
Really?
Yeah, I think I have heard that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? I first saw him as I think his name's Banky in Mallrats.
Okay. Yeah.
Years ago, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel? That guy? Shout out to Jason Lee, man.
Well, since
Yeah.
we're on that topic of comedians doing acting, do you see yourself acting anytime?
I mean, I'd give it a shot. My biggest fear of acting is like one of the biggest issues I have in comedy is like memorizing my
Mhm.
shit.
Mhm.
Like I don't know if I can memorize lines just all the time. Like maybe small roles.
Yeah.
Like say like a sentence or two and move on.
That's my goal.
Yeah.
I want to be in a movie.
You want to be in a movie?
Hell yeah.
I feel that. I definitely agree with you on the acting shit, or on the memorization side of things. Luckily, that's been one of the things that I've been blessed with when it comes to the hip hop side, but that does not translate to any other aspect of my life. I can't remember shit. I can write some bars, I got them shits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my wife tells me she wants this done, like that shit's
Man.
out the fucking window, baby.
I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah, I don't be remembering.
Standing at
nothing.
Walmart.
I don't know, Preston. I think you would do nice in some films, though, man. Just based off of straight up physical appearance, off top. You know what I'm saying?
I think I'd play a good serial killer.
Fuck yeah, you would. But then you could also play like the pretty boy. I often joke with Joe when I see you out in public, like it's Peter Parker.
It's Peter Parker.
That's
Grown
hilarious.
Peter
I
Parker.
think if you call me Peter
Yeah,
Parker.
that's like the. Have you guys seen the new Miles Morales or the one that came out
Yeah.
though? Like I think you could play that Spider-Man. You
That's
know what I'm saying? Like Spider-Man after a while. Like,
Okay.
man, I've done this for quite some time. I know what I'm doing as Spidey, and I'm kind of done with this shit. I'm bored a little bit. You know?
But see, I couldn't sacrifice myself. You feel me? Like, I don't care how long I've been doing this.
You talking about as a hero?
Yeah, I think I'm a selfish type of hero.
Could you
Like,
sacrifice
if
yourself?
if I don't leave this alive, that's tough.
I don't know.
I'll let myself go, man. I ain't tripping. Fuck it. To save humanity. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
humanity, but like a person.
Yeah, that's humanity to me.
Yeah.
Like just one
Oh,
individual. You
I
save
thought you meant the
one,
world.
just everybody.
Like, I could be an Avenger type shit, but I couldn't be just like,
I can let it go. I think you'd be a good Spider-Man, though. You could do that.
Spider-Man.
You would have
yeah.
killed Tobey Maguire, bro. We don't need that man. You know what I'm saying? Put Preston Sly in that bitch.
Was he the original Spider-Man?
That was the
Yeah.
first one. That
I
was
like the
mine.
Amazing Spider-Man. I think he was good. I think he was more witty, and then
Word.
his fights were way better.
Was that the one where they all were like in the same universe or whatever?
So
That's-
that's the newest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
That was amazing.
It was dope. I definitely enjoyed
But
that.
see, I feel like Spider-Man next to like Wolverine has like the worst storylines. Like he loses somebody almost every time, and no, nobody remembers him.
I think he definitely, but that's what makes that. Not to get
Spoiler
off on
alert
a
if you haven't
comic,
seen it.
not to get off on a comic book tangent, but I'm about to. That's what I think. Not even in just superhero worlds, but like film in general or writing. You know what I'm saying? One of the things I love most about Spider-Man, he's supposed to be a 16-year-old boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's faced with trial after trial after trial. And he's just this innocent little character.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who's constantly losing family members. And I like my heroes, my characters in movies, my characters in comic books, my characters in whatever the fuck, my characters in stand-up. You know what I'm saying? To be real people. You know what I mean? And go through real people's shit. Like, if my detective in a movie isn't drinking and holds 50 demons, I'm like, this guy's a fucking square. Like, I don't want no Captain America. Yeah, what a fucking loser. Like, I like my people to have issues. That's why I like my comedians to go up with a fucking thing of whiskey in their hands and smoke 18 cigarettes while they're up there. Like, that's a comedian.
Yeah.
That's that guy. Like,
That's something I've been taking the White Claw can up on stage.
So
a
you
lot
poured
more
like
often.
alcohol.
yeah. White Claws are fire. I fuck with the White Claws.
Low calories, low sugar,
I'm a part of the White
Yeah.
Claw squad. I fuck with it.
less hangover.
That's why I like it though. So like, can't drink the liquor too much anymore, man. I get a little too crazy.
Fucks my stomach up.
You've seen me drunk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect, live I drink. That's really the only place I do drink live, publicly in the open. You know what I'm saying? It's on With All Due Respect live because I'm fucking talking to people. I get nervous. There's 5 whole people in our audience.
I'll be there next time.
So yeah, we'll build it. You were at the With All Due Respect live, so just so the world knows, man, when we had a little audience, we had 20, 30 people in that bitch. You've been around for those, the early days, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where the fuck
That's just like being with local shows, man. They're hit and miss.
I feel like also like venue location is very important. Like if I did it at the First Shop again, I'm pretty confident I can pull people out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the Shrine, I don't know what happened, but either way, it was a good show, man.
We used
I
to do a lot
appreciate
of
you
comedy
being there.
shows at the Shrine.
Yeah.
Late 2015, I think. Used to be like a monthly thing there at least.
Word.
Like, yeah.
We're gonna try to come back with the live podcast very
That's a
soon,
fun
man.
stage to perform on.
Yeah, it's dope. I like when you're sitting up there for the podcast shit. Like I feel like the biggest in the world.
Yeah.
Like it feels amazing. But I love the at-home feel of the First Shop. You know what I'm saying? At the First Shop, like everybody's just right there.
Just a little stage.
Yeah, it's a beautiful little feeling, man. But you know what I'm saying?
I liked when you were doing like the comedy, then the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the format that worked out a whole
Yeah.
lot. That's when we had a lot of people, when we let the stand-up comedians come up and then we bring the stand-up comedians on the show and we'd all just sit there and shoot the shit.
That'd be dope.
You know what I'm saying? We might bring that back since you said something. I'll see what's going on with it down the line. Probably have you on the first one. You know, might as well.
We need a roast of Castro.
We've done the roast of Kid Castro.
That's when I met Castro. Was at your roast.
Really?
Yeah.
My birthday roast.
Because there were some comedians on. I was like, I want to go check this out. You know, I don't know who Castro is.
It was dope. I don't know how I ended up with a roast, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that was when I had first started touching the scene. So I hadn't even made like a little impact of, you know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like I had
I feel like
made
you
one.
should be roasted.
Right, like I have a roast.
It's like, damn, y'all really don't like me.
Yeah.
But they just gave me the keys. They let me get a roast, and then after that, I did the roast of Two Titty Tia. I think that's the only other roast we've done thus far. I'm thinking about doing a monthly Comedy Central style roast like that. I know Biz Jack has the roast battles. I don't want to step on his toes, but I'm thinking about bringing the With All Due Respect roasts. You know what I'm saying? And it's just gonna be.
I'm not a good roaster.
I'm not either, bro.
That's all we did as a child.
My whole birthday roast, I didn't write any of my jokes.
Yeah.
I didn't write a single one. I'll make that right now. I think Roscoe wrote my set. And then after that, I wrote them all for Two Titty Tea. I wrote every single joke. Very proud. And it was fire. You know what I'm saying? People reacted. They loved them. It was good. It was good. But my roast with Brian Bizjack, the roast battle. Have you done the roast battles yet?
I haven't done it. I was a judge once. That was fun. But I like going. I'll go to the shows most of the time.
It's a good little show.
Yeah.
I know Joe just host or judged that one too.
Yeah.
I would be scared for her to be my judge. You know what I'm saying? You've met my wife. She's tough. She will not let you get away with some pussy shit. And she's in the battle rap community too.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know what I'm saying? That's the first judge I would pick, and then in the same breath, that's the last motherfucker I want on my panel. You know what I'm saying? She's just gonna be harsh with it.
Good for the show, not for the performer.
I didn't write any of my roast jokes for that one either. Brian Bizjack actually wrote that set for me too. So
I like his comedy. He's a funny dude.
Yeah, he's dope.
Yeah.
He's nice with it. I like his roll, Paw Patrol, roll,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck
He's
says.
kind of like a clean comic too.
He is.
Yeah.
He can get away with the clean
Yeah.
sets. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with a clean set. Like, there's a
Yeah.
place for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm a fan of the raw, raunchy, uncut, like, tell me how it is stand-up comedy. You know what I'm saying? To me, the guys that have done that throughout time, the Richard Pryor, you know what I'm saying, fucking Eddie Murphy, raw. Like I said, I've referenced George. I've referenced George Carlin whenever I did that zoom in next time. You know, the George. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've referenced George Carlin 5 or 6 times. Are you familiar with George Carlin? Gotta get you on some George Carlin. It's all over HBO Max. Keep it.
Perfect.
I got you. You know what I mean? I love that raw shit. And that's kind of what I feel like our group is in the comedy scene. It's like, you know, Roscoe, me, you. I feel like obviously I'm less active, but you know what I mean? Just everybody that rolls in that little group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the dirty comics. And I love that energy, man.
That's what I've been loving these Hugo shows, the raw and uncut. Like everybody just gets up there to tell their shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. I like raw comedy. I feel like my comedy's pretty raw, pretty personal.
I agree. Just
Dark.
going off your set.
Yeah.
Wild. You know what I mean? You do this bit. Can I talk about your bit? You do this bit about getting drugged.
Yeah.
And the story around it and the way you word it and where you get to your conclusion is, you know what I'm saying? It's hilarious, but like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to put all the info out there. Come see my man.
Years of therapy helps.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was when I actually started doing comedy at 28. That was like probably the worst dip in my like PTSD. You know, how I was dealing and stuff like that. Like I didn't realize how dark and down I had got. You know, I was kind of in denial about it. And when I started doing comedy, I was like, damn. Like, and I wasn't really funny with it then. I was just more direct and dark. You know?
Right.
I wasn't as funny with it. You know.
I like this most recent spin you put on that particular joke.
Yeah.
Because I had caught it before With All Due Respect Live, right? The one you hosted, I had caught it, and it was good. But, like, you did it again at With All Due Respect Live, and there was some changes to it. It was fire. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely in the building for that. That was that one. You know what I mean?
I try to leave room in my set to kind of manipulate the punchlines a little bit. Like, I really like to just kind of feel the audience. Like, I'll tell the same premise story, but like I might just have a little different spin.
Right.
Where I'm at, so.
One of the things that I'm most nervous about, man, when I usually go up, bro, y'all see how I talk, you guys see how I carry myself.
Yeah.
So depending on the audience, you know what I'm saying, it could be a real bad reaction. Like if I would have did it out there in that country town where Joe did her shit, like they would have been like, who the fuck is this wig ass white dude? You know what I'm saying? But like,
remember the what was it, the show? I think it was in McAllister, near McAllister. Zach Amon was on stage,
yes.
and that dude was like, "We don't do that gay shit here."
So look, Zach, we're in McAllister, you know what I'm saying, and me and you were chilling on that show.
Yeah.
You know, that was Roscoe McPherson.
Yeah, I wasn't
Zach
even
Amon,
on it, but yeah.
JB Watkins and Joe Miller.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The wife. Zach Amon's up there doing his thing, and all he does is talk about a fucking
bidet.
A bidet,
That's
bro.
all he's talking about.
And
is
there's
a
this
bidet.
fucking redneck piece of shit motherfucker in the front. What's that shit Fred taught me the other day? Magma?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Magma? Make America Great
Oh,
Again?
no, MAGA.
This Make
I
America
was
Great
like,
Again
it sounds
motherfucker
familiar. Sounds familiar.
was, you know what I'm saying? Just agree with me. Yeah, that's it. Go with that.
He's my guy. I have to agree with him.
But, you know what I'm saying? All he does is talk about a bidet. And then it's, we don't do that gay shit around here. Just starts yelling at him, bro. Zach handled it, though. You know what I mean? He handled it.
I know you were ready to fight.
Yeah, bro. That's not to disrespect my boy. Like,
I was like, oh, Castro, hold on.
that's the one thing motherfuckers got to realize. When I'm in the audience and my people are up there, like, you don't talk nasty to them. You be nice to my people. You
That
know what
happened
I'm
to my
saying?
buddy Jade once. He was at the local Bison or something. He was up there doing a bit, and there's this guy in the
Bison's
back.
cool. Bison's a cool spot.
He was just, dude was just in the back, just yelling his whole set. And I was like at the bar, and I just turned around. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
You know?
You
Like,
need that sometimes,
Yeah.
bro. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we here to look out for each other as a community. The
Yeah.
stand-up community, we know exactly what that person on stage is going through
Yeah.
right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Whether they're killing or bombing or in the middle, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like, respect the fuck out of the comics. There's one thing I appreciate about Roscoe's shows is every show, now they don't always listen, but at Roscoe's shows, every time he's like, look, you know, we don't need you to fucking tell us how to do our jokes. If you got a good joke, you know what I mean? Or
Come up here and do a fucking joke.
If you think you can do a joke better, keep it to your fucking self, whatever.
The worst thing you do to comedians is if you don't like it, just don't laugh.
Right.
Like, that's the worst. I mean, that's enough damage right there.
It's loud and clear. We caught it.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know
it wasn't funny. Like,
Sometimes in bombing situations, though, I'll be cool. I don't be tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, whatever. You know what I mean?
I don't like awkward situations. Like, I was at an open mic, and this dude was just talking nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to put my head down. I was like, I feel uncomfortable for him.
Word.
But he was like a little drunk, so he didn't give two fucks.
See, I don't know. I like to be in that mode where it's like, I know I'm not killing. So, I'm not killing. I'll talk to you about it publicly, like whatever. You know,
kind of just go fuck it and get through it.
Yeah. Then that makes it fun. Like I've seen
Yeah.
several people as well as myself do it that way, and like you know I suck ass right now. I know I suck ass right now. So we're just here together on this moment of like neither of us are having a good time.
We've all been there on both sides of that.
Yeah. So speaking of that, do you ever make fun of the crowd or talk with the crowd? Because I feel like that right there is an art. Like that improv.
See,
like, on the spot.
I'm not very good at crowd work. Shout out to Cepeda though, that dude can kill a crowd.
He nasty with it.
Royal Oates kill a crowd. You know?
Landry Miller know how to talk to crowds.
Yeah, people who just talk to crowd and like, I just don't think I can keep it going.
Yeah.
Like most of my conversations end with an awkward pause anyway. So like, it's just like,
you come here often.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, man. My man brought up acting earlier, right?
Yeah.
Have you got to do any skit type work yet? I know Landry used to have what was that show called? Talk Show Incorporated.
Yeah, I helped him a little bit on that. Nothing major. I was more or less just kind of like watching the process because I mean, growing up, I never did anything. Like, it was never an avenue for me, at least in my mind. You know, to do something creative or artistic. But I was getting into comedy. I knew Landry, and he was doing like the talk show was called like the Laundry Room before, but just kind of helping him out, holding the camera and stuff for him. He put me on, like, I'd be kind of a background thing in a skit every now and then or whatever, but it was just fun to watch. Yeah.
That's dope.
I get awkward on camera. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Man, I'm excited to see how I'm gonna do. Y'all see my sleeve out. Don't worry about that. I get excited with I'm excited to see how I'm gonna do in front of a camera when like you gotta play a role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying out for some new acting shit. Right now I'm on camera constantly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like we on camera constantly.
I've had to put it out of my mind like 7 times.
Yeah. I'm just so used to it now, man.
Yeah, I just
talk. I be seeing this motherfucker a lot now. But like when I gotta play a role, like I play a role with Castro to a degree. I amp it up times 10, my normal self. But you know what I'm saying? Like when you gotta be somebody else, like, and try to be serious or be funny.
And see, that's my thing. I don't want to like, even though we're all acting and we're all doing this, I don't want to seem odd or like people make fun of me for trying to be a role.
But it's a part of it, man. Like stepping out of your comfort zone to try the art. You know what I mean? It's a big part of the game. You know what I mean? And sometimes you get some of the most beautiful products that way. You know what I mean? But
I mean, I feel like for the most part, the guy I am on stage and off stage aren't that different, but on the surface, dramatically different. If that makes sense.
I can dig that 100%. I feel like, deep down when I'm on, you know, the guy on stage for my comedy versus the guy I am, are different now. You know what I mean? The jokes I tell is my old mindset. You know what I mean? I get up there, I talk about pussy and females and this and that. I'm in a whole
conversation.
Right. To me it's the cheat code in comedy, but if you want to make people just talk about sex, bro. Talk about sex. They love that shit. You know what I mean? It's real easy.
That's why my podcast was a question about sex.
Yeah.
Just get them uncomfortable so the rest of the conversation is smooth.
I just like to make it uncomfortable.
Right?
Period.
Yeah.
I think depending on the audience, when I talk about like getting your butthole touched or something like that, usually makes them like so I'll be in front of a all white audience. You know what I'm saying? I talk about butthole, they're cracking the fuck up. They're like, this is great. He's not gay. I remember I did a show at the Vanguard a while back, and I had So Body Meta pop up, and I got to talk about getting my butthole licked or some shit. He's like, hey yo, like just loud as fuck from the back. That's when I knew I lost my man. You know what I'm saying? You saw he left the league a little bit after that, man. He ain't working with us here now anymore, but. Shout out Soul Body Meta, but certain materials, like you said, man, you gotta know your audience. You gotta get to know them before you get busy. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just gotta go out there and say fuck it though and be yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the comedy scene's I think in a good spot right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen COVID. You know that happened. That shit kind of killed a lot of comedy. kind of put a riff in comedy because some people were doing, some people weren't, you know. Just like, here, postcode, I like where comedy's at. It's in a good
It's
spot.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It is very much a community right now. I
Yeah.
wasn't there post-COVID or before. Yes, is that post?
Pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID. I wasn't
Yeah,
there
post
pre.
is after. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I was first just getting, like, because I, you know, was 15, 16, was in it, moved to Alaska, 16, came back midnight 2019. And I was just kind of like, I was going to open mics, but I wasn't doing anything. I was just showing up. And then finally I was like getting off stage like once every couple months or something. I'd get up there and just kind of freestyle. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get back into this. And then COVID hit. And I was like, God damn it. Like,
I'm ready to touch the scene again, man. Like you said, it's mad beautiful right now. I can't, and it's not just in comedy, man. I talk about it a lot. The art scene in general
Tulsa,
right now is cracking. You know what I'm saying? You do hip hop, you do podcasts, you do comedy, you paint pictures like it's a thing. Like we all move together right now. But the comedy scene is on the rise, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've heard people call it the new Austin. You know what I'm saying? Or on the verge to being the new
we got a lot of
Austin.
great comics here too.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Top, give me. We're almost done with the show. Give me your top 3.
Top 3.
Make some enemies today.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Top 3.
You want me to hit you with my top to make it easy?
Yeah, let me hit your top 3.
Zach Amon.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My wife isn't allowed to be on the list because I feel like it's man biased. Obviously, my wife is, you know what I'm saying, my baby. Zach Amon, to me, the coldest motherfucker out, bro. I don't give a fuck when nobody's talking about Zach Amon the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can argue. I don't care. Zach Amon, you it, baby. Keep going. Who else do I fuck with real heavy? You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Landry Miller, man. I like how he gets down. His shit cracks me up.
I haven't seen him much lately.
Man, I caught him at a show some months back.
Yeah.
But I ain't seen him too active either. I don't know what the fuck he doing. He doing something, I'm sure.
He's doing something.
So probably Zach Amon, Landry Miller. Who do I think is the nastiest? Ethan Sandoval is just a natural talent up there, man. All 3 of them boys. Zach Amon number 1. He better than both of y'all. He'll beat y'all any day, every day, son. This is battle rap. We ain't playing with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Say, I'll just mention people I like.
Look at him. I'm making enemies.
Yeah, I'm making enemies.
Zach Amon the GOAT, bro.
But yeah, Zach's on that list. Cepeda, Ethan, Landry.
Nice.
Peter's on there.
Nice.
I haven't seen Peter out much. I'd like to see that more. There's just so many good ones.
I agree. There's a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is just for the people to be friendly. You know what I mean? Obviously, Roscoe's.
I'm going to hear it in the comic group chat with.
For sure. JB Watkins cold, man. I like JB's style, man. He real weird with it.
You got
real
Brittany,
different.
Kathy, or Katie Styles.
I like Katie.
Katie
more.
Style kills.
Katie is vicious. You know what I'm saying?
She had to do walk out of the last doctor shit.
She had to do. She
I
did what?
remember she had to do
Walk
walk
out.
out.
Oh yeah, I do. With the sizzle.
Yeah.
You gotta see Katie style, man. She
she's
cold.
great.
I'll be putting that one out.
For sure. Man, we're nearing the end of the podcast. Is there anything you want to plug up? Upcoming shows, social medias, you know what I'm saying? You got a TikTok, plug that.
I got Facebook and Instagram. I don't really do social media that much. I do got 2 shows coming up in November. November 10th, Alex Boyd, 00 Sports Bar, I believe.
Nice.
Don't know the address. You have to Google it.
I think my wife on that same bill.
Yeah. And it's an all vet show, so it's all veteran show.
Oh, she not on. I know
And
she
then,
on what Alex is doing coming up.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And then the next night, November 11th, I got a show for Hugo Willie. We've usually been doing an alumni bar, but I think he's moving it to a different venue, kind of down the street. But check out that. Check out Hugo Willie. He'll see it on his page. A lot of good shows coming up. And then open mics. Sunday, Cellar. Tuesday, Fur, Lot 6. Wednesday, you got the Hunt Club and Comedy Club sometimes on Fridays. So,
True indeed.
If you want to get out and try some comedy, those are your spots.
The Cellar Dwellers is a dope little location.
Yeah, I love Cellar Dwellers. So, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of.
It's vampire and mafia at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Have you gentlemen been to the Cellar Dweller yet? We should slide down there and do some work.
That's where I'm going, like when the nukes pop off.
It's like that. It's that spot, bro. It's where roaches live. You know what I mean? Not really. It's really like I feel like upper class.
Yeah, it's
people.
like a classy basement joint. Yeah.
We should slide down there and film some shit or something.
That's
you
where
know
the
what I'm saying? Check it out.
politicians get their,
Yeah, it is, bro. That's what it looks like where they be hanging out, but it's cool. They let people like me in.
Yeah.
Jules, man, what you got?
Oh man, the podcast on the way. Socks are on or off, man. May your pain be champagne.
Facts, all of that. Go subscribe, run that up.
Also want to give a shout out to Blaze Burlesque for Brittany Missy. They've been putting that stuff on. Great shows, drag, burlesque, comedy, etc. Yeah, they got a lot going on. Great shows. Check them out too. Blaze Burlesque.
100%, man. 100%. Y'all know what the fuck it is, man. With all due respect, Rap Battle League. This is gonna be out way after the fact of this coming event, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug up. What is that? November 17th, man. I don't got a name for the card, but I got some names on the card. That's all I'm gonna say. With all due respect, Rap Battle League, HAC Gym is gonna be crazy. Talk Your Shit Comedy coming soon, man. I'm gonna start dropping some more Soul Tap podcast episodes coming soon. I just haven't got to edit it. It is completely my fault, ladies and gentlemen. I've been lazy. Me and the wife been getting comic books lately, man. We've been going on a whole comic book today. We got 6 stores to hit. I'm really excited for that, so stay tuned. I'm gonna tell y'all some stories.
Self-care.
Yeah. I got a movie thing I'm gonna do. I'm doing a reading today, man. So maybe y'all might see me in a movie coming up, man. I'm gonna be a driver. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
So that's gonna be cool. You know, if you tune into that. I'm trying to think. Soul Body Cyphers, check them out. Okie Podcast, Toke Signals, Magnez Podcast, Socks on or Off fucking podcast right here. My partner. You know what I'm saying? Check that shit out. Heathen Films. We in the building. Am I forgetting anything? I don't know what else I got.
What's your wife's podcast?
Soul Tap podcast. Check out the Twitch too, man. I'll be on there playing games and shit. We stream the comedy shows live. I do.
You
bro.
just got that new Batman.
I just got Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights. Batman is dead. It's official. He is actually dead. I saw him die with my own eyes. It was pretty intense. Yeah, straight up spoiler. But it's in the opening. Opening scene. It's in the first fucking piece.
Now I'm about to buy it.
He's legit dead. It's crazy. I never thought I'd see my brother die, man. Shout out to Batman.
He's human.
Yeah, y'all know what the fuck it is though. With all due respect, podcast, and for those of you who don't like it, with all due respect, fuck you. And we out. Book. Yes, sir. Straight like that.
Going through the ad-libs on here? I bet. Yo. I'm about to lasso, Castro the asshole. Turn him into mincemeat, forearm and casserole. Feed it to a thick booty bad bitch. She'll fucking kill me if I try to feed a cabbage. Pussy fried catfish. I'ma hit them boys with Mandalorian hat tricks. I ain't ever had shit till I turned to rapping. But rapper to rapper, Kappa Lambda, I'm on some frat shit. Packing up Pakistan, Miss Stamina.